When you live in a neighborhood with an overzealous HOA, you expect the occasional nonsense about grass length or mailbox colors. What I didn't expect was for them to interfere during a life-or-death emergency and then threaten my wife, who just so happens to be a certified EMT. That day, the HOA crossed a line they could never walk back. It was a warm Saturday. It's afternoon when our neighbor collapsed while mowing his lawn. My wife and I were pulling into the driveway when his wife screamed for help. My wife didn't hesitate. She grabbed her medical bag from the trunk and sprinted across the yard. Within seconds, she was checking vitals, giving CPR, and preparing to use a portable AED she always kept on hand. Time was critical, and everyone knew it except the HOA board president, Karen. Karen stormed down the sidewalk with two so-called HOA security officers in tow, yelling that my wife was trespassing and unauthorized to perform medical procedures on HOA property. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My wife was fighting to save a man's life, and this lunatic was trying to stop her. Karen actually ordered her goons to place her under citizen's arrest for violating some imaginary rule. That's when I stepped in. I planted myself between the fake security and my wife, telling them plainly, if you touch her, you'll answer directly to the sheriff and to me. They hesitated, but Karen doubled down, screeching about liability and insurance, as though paperwork mattered more than a dying man lying in front of us. My wife, ignoring the chaos, shocked the neighbor's heart back into rhythm just as paramedics arrived. They confirmed what I already knew: my wife had saved his life. When the sheriff's deputies came, Karen was still trying to file a complaint against us. Her smugness evaporated when the paramedics vouched for my wife's credentials and the deputies reminded Karen that interfering with a medical rescue is a criminal offense. One deputy even warned her that her citizen's arrest stunt could land her in jail for false imprisonment. Karen went pale and suddenly remembered she had a meeting to get to. Our neighbor survived, thanks to my wife's quick action. The HOA board tried to brush the incident under the rug, but too many witnesses had seen what happened. Within weeks, several homeowners petitioned to remove Karen from her role. For once, justice wasn't just served, was delivered with flashing lights and sirens. And as for me, let's just say the next time the HOA thinks about interfering in an emergency, they'll remember the day they tried to arrest an EMT, saving a man's life, and got put in their place. Asterisk, this story is just the beginning. There is so much more ahead. Subscribe to the channel to join me on this journey.